Hello, honourable battle brothers and sisters. Here today we are going to be talking about, well, 9th edition, because 9th edition is new and it's going swimmingly at the moment. We've had a lot of announcements, we've had some rules updates, you know, the other usual good stuff that happens. Anyway, so what have we had? We've had the new FAQ today. Let's take a look at this. So here we go. Just have a quick. There is I must admit, I'm really enjoying a lot of the new models, most of them, but I do think they tend to be a little bit kind of too well made, and it makes them a lot easier to paint, in my opinion. I mean, they're nicely detailed and all that, but there's not much else. So here's the FAQ today. We had Pistols at Dawn. Ended with no name. These new rules, negotiator. I actually like this model. It's a nice looking model. But my main problem with most of these models is he's not too bad. She's not too bad. They're not too bad. Actually, most of them. No, this one's actually a good example. It's a lot on the base, and I like making my own bases and making them look, a bit more unique. I mean, it's a good pose and all this, but I would have preferred him if he was just running on there and let people, use bits from their own, like bits box and stuff like that, just to create their own, so they could do this themselves and have a more unique looking model. So let's look at these new rules, which is not much. This is going to be an FAQ, right? Oh no, it's just news and Pistols at Dawn. Let's have a look. There are a number of notorious gunslingers in the 41st millennium today. We will have a look. We'll see how a new bot in town and the Hex Mark Destroyer compares to some of the pistol packing opponents as we look at our 6 favorite gunslingers. The Nid with no name. So what is it? He's a nice looking model, and he was well publicized, this one, because he came out like a little bit as I think it was one of those secret reveal sort of things, and of course it's got the Clint Eastwood Man with No Name and all that, the Kellamorph, number of guns 3. The Mist, the Morph, the Legend, famous among Genestealer cults for both his skill with his pistols and his rebellious attitude. The Kellamorph has become the poster hybrid for the revolution. Of course, there are a lot of those wanted posters. And what we have, the Negotiator, Nayam Sham Murad, 2 guns. When you're important enough to have a warrant of trade, you don't have a time to load your own pistols, and so Nayam Shara has a pair of servo skulls to load hers. When she comes into town and draws those negotiator pistols, time for bargaining is over. Again, I like this idea because it kind of reminds me of Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider games. We see how she loads her pistols. It's a mechanical, it's a device on her back where she just slips the magazines into her pistols again. The Angel, which is of course the Seraphim's, 2 guns, and I'm just starting my Sisters of Battle army now. It's starting to look, well, I've just started building it today, and I do like the look of a lot of these models, especially the ones with the helmets. The helmets look absolutely amazing. I love these sort of helmets. And what else something else I do is that when with my Seraphim squad, I'm probably going to give them Mechanicus helmets because they have the same sort of look, but they have that sort of what's it called, flare on the top, which just makes it a little bit more ostentatious. Some might say being able to fly gives you an unfair advantage in a gunfight. We say it's the winners that make the rules. Armed with a pair of bolt pistols, infernal pistols, or hand flamers, the Seraphim will have written their own rule book soon. I'm getting some of these soon, and I'm hoping they're going to do well in battle. I'm probably going to do this color scheme of Martyred Lady. The bad Cypher. Or is he good? We don't know. What do we know is he's an expert gunslinger with those pistols, 2 pistols of his. One thing we would advise, though, is if you see him in the saloons of Terror or further afield, don't ask him about his sword. Oh, yeah, the Lion Sword. This is actually a really interesting bit of lore. Well, basically, what Cypher wants to do is take this sword to the Emperor. That's his goal, is to take this sword. And no one knows why. Some think if he reforges it, it will reforged the Dark Angels, the First Legion. Some people think he's going to use it to kill the Emperor. I just think it's really interesting bit at all, just this one sword alone. There's enough mystique in it, but enough explained at the same time. And the crazy. One of my favourite characters in, well, model unit, whatever you want to go, the Eversource stats are just so much fun. The fact that if he dies, he explodes too, and he's a complete berserker. You just sort of like point him in a direction he has to go, where his target is. And everything between him and his target is collateral damage. Some of you may scoff at him only having one gun, but be careful. Those people only get to scoff at the Eversource once before he guns them down. It's been said that the only difference between an Eversource assassin and a cyclonic warhead is this warhead is kinder. And of course he only has one gun. Oh, 6 eyes. Hexmark, destroyer. Necron. Number of guns, 6. Moseying into town on 3 legs. Comes here, Hexmark destroyer. If it had a mouth, you can bet that it would have a toothpick in it. With 6 eyes, they're always watching you. And with 6 guns, you're going to need more than a 6th sense to escape this fusillade from those enigmatic, enigmatic? That's a weird word. Disintegrated pistols. And this one's available to pre-order from Saturday. So that's available to pre-order from Saturday. So, I mean, I like the look of some of these models, and they're kind of cool. But I do think there's so much detail, it just makes them easier to paint. And of course, with the way the paints are now, it just makes it easier too. I'm going to just do some painting when I talk here. Actually, it's going to help me. If I can find my bloody paintbrush. I lost my clippers and I lost my fucking paintbrush. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, Martin. These are fucking head all screwed on. No. Oh fuck, I'll use this one. Not my favourite brush. There we go. So I'm painting one of the easier models to paint, a Blade Bearer. I'm going to start with Caliban Green because it's one of the best base colors for Nurgle, I think. If I can paint. I think it's really weird for me because I like to script and do my ones that way, you know. So yeah, like I said, start with Caliban Green. It's a nice dark green, and it gives it a nice, easy base to start with. And plus, being a dark green, when you do the boils, it really does. I didn't thin my paint. Okay, I'm well aware of that. I'm painting straight into a pot. And the reason for this is I find painting paint quite difficult. I either do it too much or too little. But then I also use I like stiff bristles too. Now I know a lot of people say, well, what's the difference? Well, with me, stiff bristles means you can move. It stores less paint on the brush, but it also means you can move the paint around easier. So if you do have a bit of a build-up in one area, you can just move the paint away from that area and have a nice even coat. Yeah. Now another thing, I do enjoy collecting models too. This is why I have several armies. Let's get rid of this. This is why I have several armies. No, 2 armies technically, I believe, which is where I'm playing anyway. 1 Imperium and 1 Chaos. Chaos is at the moment is Nurgle and Khorne with World Eaters, and I have World Eaters and Demons, and of course I've got Death Guard and Demons. Now, there's a good way to save you money on a Death Guard army is that if you get a start collecting box set, you do get a lot. You don't get much, but start collecting demons, Nurgle demons. There's only one model in that box you cannot use in a Death Guard army, and that is the Herald. Now, I'm doing this as 2 separate forces anyway, so they are 2 separate detachments of demons and Death Guard. so I do use my Herald, and he is pretty ballsy. But like I said, with a quick boost to your Death Guard army, just get a start collecting that Nurgle box, and then you can just use, like I said, or you can use all except the Herald in that box, which is really cool. Unfortunately, this is why I would love to see a World Eater and a Emperor's Children Codex is coming. So you can, if you're doing Slanesh or Khorne, you don't have to have the 2 detachments for the demons. You can use most of those demons in those boxes too to build up those armies. And it'd be cool to see a Slaneshi army with the ability to use demonettes and fiends and stuff like that without having to use the Codex demons as well. Not to go anything wrong, I love the Codex demons. It's a great codex. But I think we do need to see a bit more love with the individual legions. And it would be cool to see that. So, what else? And so, also, like I said, if you're going to collect Chaos, there's a lot of people saying you shouldn't collect Chaos at the moment because of 9th edition. It's coming out. And is out now, I should say. And with that, a new codex is coming, and people say, wait for the codex. I do see the arguments with that. I really do. And they are good arguments. But if you want to, you can still use the 8th edition codex. I mean, it is still viable at the moment. And you can use, of course, the Psychic Awakening books to go with them, like the War of the Spider for the new Fabulous Spiral rules. And it's entirely up to you which way you want to collect your army. And when collecting an army, a lot of people ask questions like, how do you collect an army? What would you do to collect an army? How would you start? I would always say start with models you like the look of. And that is one of the best things I can say to you. If you like the look of the models, go for them. But get a cheaper box. Don't go out buying a big box straight away. I know I do how to collect your these army collections. They are for the new guys who are into the armies and now. When I do these, and they are for people who have decided on which army to collect and they just want to see how to save money. But when you're looking at the armies to start with, even with like veterans like me who's been into this like 6th edition, they kind of like still have troubles. Because there's nothing worse than starting an entire new, like spending 100 quid or something on a new army, finding out the models are absolutely boring to paint and you're not getting any fun of them. They might look cool, but when you finally get to painting them, you're like, oh my god, this is boring. And one of the biggest ones for me, and I have tried it to get an orc army, because a Tyrannid is the same, but because there's so many of them, you end up getting really bored of what they, just painting the same thing over and over again. Yeah, you have a break with some of the bigger ones, like the vehicles for the orcs, or the big monsters for the Tyrannids. But just painting all those gaunts, same with guardsmen as well, actually. But I'll get to guardsmen in a minute. But like with orcs and nids, they're just all these gaunts and these orcs. It just gets so boring to paint, and that does kind of put me off them. Whereas, but with guardsmen, what I would do, because guardsmen you can have lots of guardsmen, and I believe with orcs you can have vehicle-based armies as well, and I know you can have monster-based armies with Tyrannids. So should put that washing away. You can use different regiment models. I'm using different regiment models in my Imperial Guard because I'm using the Katakan regiment doctrine, and that is one of the best. You get +1 strength. You get, I believe it's +1 leadership within 6 inches of their commander. We'll just let him dry. You get +1 to leadership, and also using mortars, which is why I've got a Wyvern. You can re-roll if it's like you've got D6, you get to reroll one of a D6. So if it's like 46 attacks, you can roll your 46, and if one's especially low, you can just reroll that one again. So honestly, I'm just trying to. And so what else? And also when you go to start collecting an army, I know this is a bit of a sore subject and pick ones people don't like, and that is definitely soup armies. I do like the idea of soup armies. I like a lot of variety in my armies. I mean, I already explained it with my Chaos army, and of course, my Imperial army is literally an Imperial army with bloody computer. I have Grey Knights, I have Imperial Guard, I have Dark Angels, I have Sisters of Battle, I have Adeptus Custodes, and I have Knights. I have 3 Lords of War in that, which include a Baneblade and 2 Wraith Glaives. And if anyone's saying, oh, he's looking up to his left, I'm actually literally looking at them right now. And they're also allied with Aldard, a Craftworld Aldard detachment, which is almost fully painted. I'm doing Eliotop with a slight change in the paint. And I also got Craftworld. I also got Harlequins with them as well. My Custodes is like the smallest force in that force. I mean, it's only, well, you could say the Warglaives because it's one more, but there's only basically one squad, one HQ, and one elite. And if we look at the Warhammer 40,000 website, Games Workshop's website, one of the things you'll notice, and this is the thing that I think is really cool, is that with regards to this, you only need this single box for it. I'm going to turn my camera off because that just plays up when I'm not painting. You only need a single squad box for it, just a Guardian box, because with that box you make a squad, a HQ, and an elite choice. It's basically the cheapest. No, it's not the cheapest stock collecting box. There is one cheaper, but it's a very cheap stock collecting box if you just want a small force, and it isn't a bad force. It's about 500 points, I believe, because you can also have a Praeus Vilexia in it, and you know, like this is the thing when one thing I think is important when building an army, it is definitely that you need to look at prices and what is in the box. And one of the most important things in the box is, of course, the extras. I mean, you've got all the bits with makes and models, but what are the extras? What can you do with the extras in the box? And so when it comes to that, learning sort of that is, like not many people know in the Adeptus Custodes box that you do get the ability to make a shield captain and a Villa Experience as well, and a full squad as well. It's pretty cool. Another one, a way of starting a farm is 3 squads of Sanguinal Guards, Sanguine Guards, and one HQ, because there you have 4 elite choices, because one of the boxes will be one small squad of 4 and the Ancient. Anyway, like I said, we're going to get the Custodes here. I'm just waiting for my plague bear to dry. There he is so far. It's in there, it's nice and grey. Yeah, I really should have see, I was trying to hard explain because everyone does their hobby their way, and that's another thing. When you see someone doing a hobby differently, it's their way of doing it, and it doesn't matter if it's your way or not; it's their way. So, to me, I don't prime my models because if you send them safely, prime will not. The paint's not going to paint good now, especially with decent base paint. They're really good. And so priming is not a big issue anymore. I'll spray we want, but also I tend to do a nice varnish afterwards, a matte varnish. So that also protects the paint. And then that's just the way I paint my models, and it is the way I paint it. We're just gonna wait for this to load at the moment. I'm waiting for the Warhammer 40,000 website to load. Armies of the Imperium. Let me turn my mic off, my cam off. And then we can just share this. Armies of Imperium. Devs Custodes. StreamYard. Share screen. So let's just have a look at this, shall we? We'll just. I tell you what, I'm going to just do what I usually do, just so show people how I would make each. How I would do what was in the box and how I would make that into a bit of a get more clout, get a bit more oomph for your money, right? So here we go. Got the, where is he? View all. Like you can see, it's Shield Captain with the Custodian Warriors. It's all at the bottom. Most probably sold out. Yeah, there we go, sold out. But as you can see, the Custodian Guardian Squad is sold out. The Shield Captain's sold out. And the Vexillus Praetor is sold out. But that's what I mean. Like, you can use 3 of these for 1 squad. You only get the Vexillus Praetor and you get a Shield Captain. That's a HQ Elite and a squad choice. And, you know, that's not bad. That's a full army for 35. That's like that's a whole detachment for £35. And it's not. They are pretty strong as well. I've used them in combat, and I find them always surviving, even against innumerable odds. So let's have a look at something else now. Let's look at the Adeptus Sororitas, because that's the one I'm working on, and that's what and I'll show you what I'm getting and how I would make this. All right, for a start, I've got to point this out. This Canoness, I don't like it. I really don't. It's not a nice looking model to me. It's kind of boring. She looks too much like a chaplain. I know that Canonesses are, you know, part of his Ecclesia, and basically they are keepers of the faith. But it looks too much like a chaplain to me. I would definitely do some kit bashing with that. Currently using my for bits for my Sisters of Battle. I'll probably end up giving her a chainsword and a plasma gun or something like that. Just because I think it needs to look different. That's the bolter one. Or, you know, like a plasma gun or something. Something to make her look not like a bloody chaplain, but make it look like a Sister's Battle Canoness. So I will be kit bashing that one as soon as I get her. I'll be definitely getting rid of this. I know it looks cool, but I'll be getting rid of this straight away. That's just because I like helmets on my models. I really do. Sorry, 95. Yeah, I do like to have helmets on all my models. I try my best not to have them without their helmets on. To me, it just looks cooler, and they look a little bit more, you know, in battle, and they're not going to, you know, they're not leaving their most vulnerable part of their body exposed to gunfire, you know. So, yeah, again, it's something I would definitely be doing. And again, like this here on the base, I'd probably get rid of that, to be honest with you. But knowing my luck, is probably a foot's attached to it, so it's going to take some trimming. But I'd probably get rid of that and give put a Chaos Marine head there or something. You know, give her a proper. Sorry, I got a glue lid in my mouth. But give her a proper looking combat. Not just standing on something preaching. Like, give us, like, she's killed a Chaos champion. You know? She's fucking badass. So make her look badass. And that's it. That's all you need to do. So, let's have a look at the sprue here. You know? There we go. Oh, good. It looks like her leg isn't part of it. No, her legs aren't part of that stump. So I would definitely be putting a Chaos Space Marine head here. Let's see what bit she has and then what we can do with her. There we go. She has, she has a chainsaw. She has two types of power sword. This one looks cool, but I like this one better. This looks more beefy. This looks like it's going to do some damage. Oh yeah, and you do, look, you can, there's your bolt pistol. There's your bolt gun there. But, you know, plasma pistol, bolt pistol, and your Inferno pistol there. You got your Iron Halo. You also have your big stick. So there is a bit of choice here. But I would definitely be getting rid of this gun here. But I haven't read the rules yet. I'm getting the codex tomorrow as well. So maybe, you know, that thing's not too bad. It might be worth, you know, me actually putting on a Sister Superior or something. I know Greyfax's one is pretty badass. But I don't like chainswords anymore. I still like power swords. But definitely she's gonna have a helmet. No question about it. And then what else am I getting? And so go back. And I'll be getting another Battle Sisters of Battle Squad. For this reason, because I'm going to turn it into a Celestian and a Dominion squad. So I'll have 5 different squads in my force. Again, give me a bit more oomph and a bit more choice and selection of what you can do. And I'm looking at the sprue as we talk. Right, get that off. Like I said, looking at the sprue as we talk here. You got to look at that. That's a nice looking sprue. There's so much on there. There's so many heads. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm using a big carving knife, it's because lost my clippers. You got loads of different titles of heads. You got your unhelmeted heads there, helmet, Celestian heads, which have a little thing on them. You have your normal heads. You have some with masks on. It's just a nice looking sprue. You've got plenty of bits in there for your bits box too. And I've got my combi gun, my little combi, which is what I'm using here. A little combi. And I'll be adding the plasma gun with that one because they're badass. So it's going to be a plasma combi. It's a sharp knife too. So I've got to be careful not to cut myself. Always be careful and don't be a dumbass like I am and cut towards yourself because that's stupid. But I'm stupid, so I get away with it. Oh no, he's twisting it off. Oh, how bad. Oh, look, he's now trimming it. Yeah. That's what I do. I am what I am. Usefully. And so we're just going to sit here, build this little woman up. And she's a badass. That's another thing I like. I've liked Sisters about for years. I've loved them. I think, and like, I remember having a battle where I allied them with Dark Angels. Dun dun dun. The two ones that would never work together. Sisters of Battle and Dark Angels probably hate each other. They do. But yeah, and my Dark Angels got pretty much wiped out. It was the Sisters of Battle which saved the day. They hunkered down into a bunker, and their miracles just saved their asses time and time again. They had heavy cover, which gave them like a 3+, 4+. Plus they had like added on to cover, so I never even had to roll their armor saves. Just the cover saves was covering them. And they were all, and because it was one of the old bunkers, which was way up high. Most flame weapons wouldn't have touched them even with a template back then. Flame weapons just wouldn't have touched them because of the height. And so, kind of, they were OP back then, and I love that because it kind of added to the narrative. And this was before the FAQs and everything else. This basically, when you got the codex, that was it. Those were your rules until the next edition. You might have got a second codex come out with some cases we've had before. Like the Dark Elder had their 3rd edition codex. They had two 3rd edition codexes, but I don't think they had a 4th edition codex, and that was pretty cool. And so, like I said, because you had the rules, that was it. So people were, but it was also back before metas were a thing too. So a lot of people were playing the armies that they liked. I mean, I remember playing so many different armies. Not as different armies. I did Eldar and I did Dark Angels and I did Sisters of Battle. And for fantasy battles, I did Skaven and I did Demons. Demons were badass then too. But people would always choose their favorite army, and it would be constant with their army. And that's the sort of thing. Actually, I have an idea. And it was just so much fun. I'm trying to make the stream far more interesting, and it's really hard when you do a stream on your own. Because fake Irishman, I think this goes under. Because I kind of have a bit of banter with someone, and it makes it more interesting. Andy. Andrew, well, there we go. So, sorry about this. So again, these are the things that I enjoy about the hobby. Then let's give her a helmet. Give her one of the Celestian heads, I think. Skin, trim it up, get rid of these mold lines. I actually, just so you know, this looks like, I know it looks staff piece and I can't go back. If you look, magic knife. It's an X-ray knife. You can see the wall. And see through me. I forgot to take the green screen off. There's like a very small nodule right there, which I use for mold lines. Yeah, modifying my knives. Because sometimes one needs must, and any tools, we can use a tool. You can use a tool. Bad workman blames his tools. And we'll see in a minute that not many mold lines on her. They're bad gluing though. But no mold lines. And now we need to give her a backpack. Let's take away these instructions. Number 97. It's like Where's Wally? Or Where's Waldo if you're American, I suppose. Here we go. And then Just going to give her a base, and that's going to be handmade. And by the time this is finished, the plague bear is going to be dry, so I can do the next layer of green. So we give her a base. Where's the box? I lost my... Hello? Yeah, man, you? You on a stream? I know. I saw your stream. I think a bit. I was ringing you up to say, you alright, mate? I've been speaking. I've seen it now. I know, I'm trying to work out what the fuck to say. Not anymore. I did, but there's like a delay. Look at me. Look. Speak to you later, man. You asshole. Fucking cunt, ain't you? Fuck off. See you, bye. Cheers, pal. That's probably livened up for me double digits now. Well, doubled my numbers. So yeah, so that's a good mate. He's another fan. He's a good friend. He does Space Marines. Space Marines, don't you? I know you're in the chat there. I'm not saying your name, Tainted Unicorn. Still can't find my freaking bases. Anyway, let's go on to the next screen. Nope. There we go. Next screen is Deathwood. Yeah, Deathwood green. The next screen for Plague Bearers is Deathwood green. And yeah, look at that, the green screen playing up. You did. Livened it up and dope. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Tainted Unicorn. You livened up. Look at that. You're in the bottom of my base now. Hi. An asshole, man. Could have been worse. You could have literally knocked on my fucking door, you cunt. That would have been worse. Don't think about it. I know you. Don't think about it, man. Anyway, so yeah, the next one I'd use is definitely use Deathwood green. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does Cocardons. So that is pretty. And his painting, I tell you what, of anyone, he is one of the best 40k painters I've ever seen. His is absolutely amazing stuff. Mine's shite, absolutely, but at least I try. But yeah, Tainted painting scheme is absolutely badass, and is well worth watching. Well worth looking. I think I don't know if he has Instagram, but if he lets me, I'll put some of his pictures up on my Twitter so you can see what he is. Especially your Viper, dude. Your Venom jet bike. That is one of the best ones I've ever seen. I would love to show that off on Twitter for you. It is so good. You know, it's an absolutely amazing one. Yeah, so like I said, next one we're doing is lovely Deathwood, and you want to do it's good. This one's actually a good thing because it's actually quite watery anyway. Asshole. It's quite watery. So the dark angel green will show through. Another good hint with painting, which I don't think many people should say, is always try doing one direction with your brush. But don't listen to one direction while you're using your brush. That leads to heresy. It does. And so here we go. Just continue just bringing this on. Because after this, once we've got this green on, we're going to start painting these Sisters of Battle. So, what was I saying? Like when you're collecting an army, kit bashing is really important if you want to save money. because you can do so much with that. Like, I've got, if you've watched my Harlequins video, you'll see that I made a Shadow Seer, no, a Solitaire. If you check on my Instagram, you'll see where I've completely kit bashed a Apothecary. Just by using bits from boxes, like the legs from the spare legs from a Devastator, the extra body parts from this Raven Ring Command box set, and so there you go. I didn't have to spend the extra money out on getting an Apothecary when the bits were already there for me to make one. And like, if you're collecting Dark Angels, another good one is to if you're going to do Terminators, instead of buying two Deathwing box sets, buy one Deathwing box set and buy a normal Terminator box set, which is cheaper than a Deathwing box set. So you can have the Deathwing Knights, which look pretty cool and all their with all their shields and melee weapons. But then you get all the Terminator weapons that go with it. So you can then have a proper Terminator squad as well. You're saving yourself a little bit of cash there. You're an asshole! And now I spilled my fucking water. Goes in. Yeah, hello. Hey man, I'm famous now. You're famous now. You made me spill my fucking water. You asshole, man. Right, sit.
Where can I go?
Do you want to grab a chair? I'll just throw all this stuff off. Good, because this might have to make me.
Hello, chat.
Hey, chat. There we go.
You did spill your drink.
I did spill my fucking water. I told you I did.
Was it your drink or was it?
Well, it was
what you were painting with?
It was my paint water.
Ah.
Man,
I didn't bring the venom. I just heard you chatting up my venom.
it's fucking
That's
good, man.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
I did bring some models over to my newest ones.
Yeah. So look.
There's one.
Oh, that's so cool. That's
There's a bunch of them here.
Yeah.
It's just some Dark Elder.
Hello. Hello, chat. This is Tainted Unicorn.
It is.
We are a bit of an adult program, so we smoke it. Look at that. Look at that. This dude is fucking amazing.
Well, they're all right. I done them to a standard. I mean, for me, it's tabletop.
Yeah, I know, and it's far better than mine, man. Tell you that, nothing, man. It's far better than mine. Look.
Well, unfortunately, because if you remember, I put the base coats on of the other colours, so they're a little bit clogged up.
Yeah,
but this was me trying out a new style.
Yeah,
I think it works.
Put these out the way so then bust them up. Yeah, man. Oh, these are your dark. I forgot you're doing Dark Elder.
Yeah, I do a bit of a lot of things.
Yeah.
A bit of everything.
Oh, do you want to hear something really cool? Took the little girl to a Warhammer shop, and she little monkey, yeah, my little monkey. Hey, there's another one. Look, this dude's just so fucking gifted with his paint.
Well, I changed that one. That's from a Tyrannid as well. That whip.
Yeah, and she started her first job. I said, "What do you want?" And she was like, "I want doggies." And she's got her first.
You want her to learn out saying that at some point.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm just waiting for her to say taxation is theft.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And so she's got her own models now, her first models. Yeah. And
I remember when she was painting you like corn blokes.
No, I bet.
Yeah.
Feeling well protected.
And they were, she got the colours weren't on there properly, but it was the right colours. She'd chosen those colours.
Yeah.
Her colour theory, pretty fucking good for a toddler.
Yeah. She is. She's something else. She upsets Mummy a lot now. Because when she was like, "Mummy, can Mummy hold your hand?" She goes, "No,
Kiddo.
I'm fucking older than you."
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
I'm sure the chat knows that.
Yeah, the one person. Hello, person chatting, watching the chat. We might have someone else jump on as well in America, but like you guys think I know. Yeah, man. Like, I was just
Sorry, just have a chat while no one's there. Right?
Yeah, no.
I think that might be me. That one.
It probably is. What is Georgia watching the podcast?
Georgia's watching it.
Hello, Georgia.
She's having a right fucking laugh.
What do you mean be a fucking idiot? I'd like to
take it. Watching me ring up. That was fun.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
No, I popped over.
Yeah, so yeah, do you want to show you that?
I wanted to show you these as well.
I wanted to see.
Quite happy bringing them over.
I wanted to see your new models because you're fucking talented.
I have ticks, by the way.
Yeah.
Georgia knows that.
Ticks, fleas, gnats. You fucking name it, he's got it.
Well, I'm a Dark Elder player.
Yeah.
Should be playing Nurgle, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. You got a caseload of come.
There you go, look at this, man.
Oh, I'm demonetising your platform here.
Oh, wow! I got an advertiser.
Like a fucking avatar of Kane, isn't
it? Let's go and
show. What are they called?
Avatar Kane. Let's go and show the chat. This is
on me.
Tattoos. No, it's just a bit of dust. I did clean today, believe it or not.
Oh, I thought I had a spider on me for a second.
I did actually clean up today.
I do have tattoos on me.
You could have asked, I would have made you one.
I could promote a local tattoo artist.
Yes, you can if you want.
So, Gillingham Tattoos, really, really good. I mean, here's a few of them. With thing, asked for Georgia at Gillingham Tattooing, and then there's that one there. He's pretty cool. He's a skull. He's got a little cigar going.
You had a little smoky. Have you had a little smoky smoke today? Have you? Or
I have not. Not today, no.
Oh, I mean, God.
But I'm pretty upbeat. Just got off the phone to my mum, so I'm a little bit shocked.
You're upbeat and you just got off the phone to your mum.
Yeah.
That's a bit of that's an oxymoron, isn't it? Yeah, no, there's my Chaos Army there. I've got Nurgle, I've got Death Guard, and I got Corn Berserkers, I got World Eaters.
Awesome. Well, I'm upbeat because I've finished the call. You get it? I'm upbeat. I got off the call with my mum, finally.
That's what made you happy, was it?
I fucking know. She knows. Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Gillingham Dorset, not Kent. Alright, there you go. Gillingham Dorset, not Kent.
Yes. Gillingham and Dorset, that's right.
Yeah, that's my Master
of Execution.
I love this one.
Master of Execution. Do you want me to hold it? Because I'm steadier than you.
Yeah. that's like a nice little kit.
It's really nice. I like that. Where's your camera up here? Here we are. Oh, I said I was steady.
Yeah.
Am I fuck?
That's not you. That's because I forgot to turn the green screen off.
Green screen?
Yeah, what?
What's going on? Oh, yeah, no, I saw that with the knife. That's pretty cool.
I lost my fucking...
Is there bricks behind me?
Yeah.
I don't know how you rate me this higher than you. I don't do it as often.
I think it's no, yours are far more. You had far more detail in yours. Mine's just like basic. I do plain colours with red, just highlight them better. That's what I just layer up.
You use a lot of
them
new paints.
No, they use contrast. No, they use contrast. I use 3 different shades of red on him.
Oh.
You know, I start with corn red, and then I work up with Wazdaka, and I finish off with Evil Suns.
So, again, for chat, where the fuck is your camera? There it is.
See the green dot? There it is.
So he's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that. He's really well done. Like, all the details are nicely fucking. Look at me being shit at YouTube.
Everyone's shit at YouTube. Even fucking PewDiePie shit at YouTube, but he just makes money on being shit.
He does. He does.
Yeah, no, I've got an advertiser, man, down below. Element Games.
Element Games, yeah. I think about going through them my own self.
Go through them.
I know.
I get 10%.
Yeah, I know you're going to get something out of it. That's just going to do it, mate. You know I'm always there for you boys.
So yeah, what do you think of the new models at the moment? What you've seen?
Oh, let me know. What are they new out for?
The new Necrons.
New Necrons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they look pretty cool.
But one of them is really expensive.
I've never done Necrons, but that's something that I did with these boys. Actually, is what I did was again, I feel like something crawling on me. Oh, it was a spider. There you are. Sit down over there, son.
You must have missed him.
Yes, all right. So what I did with these guys is the initial base coat for them, other than the base coat I had on them already, was metallic. So I used just a bright silver, and I put in drops of ink.
Oh yeah,
with the different colours.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So that's how I ended up doing that. So it's a bit like contrast.
It looks like it's good because it looks like a nice shiny blue.
Yeah, so they're metallics on them. So I've done the metallic on him, the mixed, the like one side versus the other side. It's not showing very well.
No, it's not.
One side of them's blue, one side of them's purple, and I just used it with inks.
I'll show you what's really good. I'll show you.
And then the same ink, the purple ink that I used, I then used to deepen the colour.
I'll show you what I do
for shading.
I'll show you my Grey Knights.
That's how I got the idea for it. Was watching a YouTube
bloke
that did something. Can't remember who it was. I do like Midwinter Minis.
Yeah. And where is it? Is this?
Do you watch him?
Yeah, I do.
A lot of quick sort of.
Like if you see in the recesses there, you see that blue bring out the silver.
Let me see. Yeah.
It's really hard.
It's good.
Yeah, I've got practice at doing this too.
I bet.
Yeah, what I use is just basically do a recess. That's not one of those curly wordy, don't worry. It's a technical. It's like
Nighthorn
glue,
like out of.
It's like a really thick wash.
Oh.
You know, you just recess it into the silver, and then I've got to retouch the highlights of all of these anyway because I've only got 5 more to paint. Yeah, just do like a recess into the right into the corners. And if you spill any over, just wait for it to dry, and then just go over with the silvers again.
Yeah.
But it's I don't like watering down, but just as you can see, I like using it's not quite dry brush, like medium dry brush.
Yeah.
Just do that over, and then get this nice shining blue coming through, and
medium dry, is it?
Yeah.
Demi sec.
Yeah. It's like a half finished bottle of cider, medium dry. There you go. There's a Grey Knight. Yeah. So when
Grey Knights,
the Grey Knights that say knee. Yeah. So this is what I mean. Like, I love it, and I've been practicing, and also if you notice, there's a bit of a kit bash on this one too.
Yeah.
I use the spare Death Watch heads, shoulder pads, for the inquisitorial.
Yeah. Oh right, I get it.
And I find with gold, people use they use that mud one, don't they? The Devlin mud or something like that for washing.
I don't think they use mud for it. They use
no. The other one is I think it's something mud.
Earthshade.
Yeah, that's the one. It used to be Devlin mud.
No, Devlin mud's one for basing.
It used to be a wash with Devlin mud, and it changed as Earthshade. Yeah,
okay.
And but when I use gold, I always find Earth Flesh to be Icon Flesh to be the best for gold.
Flesh tone.
Yeah.
I use. Well, it's different from my model. So white.
And again, with my Nurgle models, I put a lot of flesh wash on it because it gives it a far dirtier look.
Something I'd never really thought about. All the things that I play have got really pale skin.
Yeah, that's because you're Ukrainian.
Yeah, Ukrainian boy from the Urals.
Ukrainian boy.
Yes. People are Ukrainian.
And so it's like. This sort of and I mean your fucking Venom is absolutely amazing.
I'm repainting it, mate.
Oh no, man!
Well, I'll get you a photo before I repaint it, but I'm keeping it in theme with these boys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this. It'll be the same sort of shit, but in metallics.
Oh, that's gonna look cool then. That's
gonna
look
cool. Right now it looks kind of like Flames, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like it's part of the cosmos.
It'll be way more spacey now. I know I've done the space theme on the.
You're definitely smoking before you paint them, aren't you?
I did with these ones, yeah.
I tell you what I've discovered though. I've got to go and get is if you go.
Oh fuck! I got to tell you that since you brought it up, when I first started doing my Gene Stealer cults, I have a mate of ours. I shan't say his full name, but if I say James.
Oh yeah, I know.
So he came over to the flat in Westbury where I was living, and we started painting. he doesn't smoke it. I smoked a fucking big old fatty in front of him. He's chilled with that. We ended up started painting, and I ended up putting so many layers of fucking paint on the model that it looked, and the colouring on it, ridiculous. This little Gene Stealer cultist looked like a frog man. It's like green and blue and everything on his fucking face.
He was corrupted by
so
Nurgle too.
Like, it looked all right.
Yeah.
But it looked so out of place. That's what I end up doing, is I'll start a theme on a army, and I'll struggle painting it, and then I stop for a while and come back to it, and I'll do something weird like this.
I know. I'm the same, man. This is why I'm doing Harlequins, because it gives me something, you know.
There's that one. Well,
it gives you something to
There's this little bitch. I highlight. So with this metallic, I use the ink again onto it. But the ink that I mix with it, the purple ink or the blue ink, I then shade it with that after, put it into the recesses. And then I also highlight it then with the shining silver. So her titties really stick out, don't they?
They do. They're nice pair of titties.
I know, right? So the tops of the fabric, I've put a little bit of shining silver on there, and it seems to make them pop out. Look at that fucking succubus. Oh no, she's part wall.
She's become part wall again. Yeah. Oh God, I forgot how to turn it off, man. Yeah, so my little monkey's getting into Warhammer. Claire's not very happy. She's got her first Warhammer book and everything. Even though I asked her to pick me a book, she picked one for herself.
We got more than George watching now.
No, still just the one.
Fuck's sake.
I don't care. I'm doing this because it's fun.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I understand. I get that. What's that sword? That's quite nice.
Which one? What, that in the scabbard? That is...
What's this from?
This is just the battle.
Oh, fuck.
So,
I ain't seen these live.
Yeah. They look a lot better.
I ain't seen them live.
I ain't seen them live. They do look better, though. Look. That's just superior from the bottom.
Really cool. I really like the swords.
See, I'm thinking...
They're so true medieval looking.
I know. It's like...
really good.
They've got two types now, because this is one I chose this sword. Which is
like a fucking proper stock, isn't
it?
Yeah. It's like real...
But they've also got a thinner one, which looks more like not a claymore. It's got the
rapier.
It's a mixture between a rapier and a claymore. I forgot the name of it, but it's got the length of a claymore, but it's got the thinness of a rapier. I've forgotten the name, but I know
rapiers are pretty long.
No, it's got like the. How can I put it? It's like. Imagine how thick a claymore is.
Which claymore are we talking about?
Let's just say the Scottish one.
Yeah, but which one?
The one that you're sticking people!
The Scottish claymore, that's a backsword, so it's got the blade on the one side. Do you mean like a big two-handed sword?
Yeah, like one of those double-bladed ones, yeah.
So a big double-bladed?
I'm getting a contact.
Fucking lightsaber.
Yeah, it is. Fucking lightsabers. So basically, but it's got the shape, but it's almost as
freedom.
Oh my God, that would have made Braveheart so much better.
It would make it less of a comedy.
Freedom. May the force be with you, and the whiskey and the haggis. So basically, it's a lot of fine.
Bannock burn with the blood of the English.
The blood of the Sith.
Than the blood of the Sith, marred the earth for all eternity. I should stop doing that. I'm making a fool of myself.
Yeah, in front of your girlfriend. Sure hasn't seen that before.
She's seen it before, for sure. We got to be careful what to say, though.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Just be staying up on your fucking.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not gonna talk about anything like that. I hear enough of that from here. And do you want to pinch my mind? Because you gave me something the other day. So.
Well, you want me to roll?
I got a roll on yourself. Because you gave me a couple over the week, didn't you? So. Yeah. What was I gonna? It's a lot of. It's got the shape of. It's got the shape of. It's got the shape of a claymore, but it's a lot finer. And I do know we had one in the Civil War.
Mm.
It wasn't Cromwell. It was a part of the Royalist army. They used them.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
Roundheads.
yeah.
Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
Yeah. But it's sort of like it had the weight of the claymore, which is what made it better, sort of thing. And
so rapiers.
That could be a rapier.
Surprisingly heavy.
No, what?
They're quite heavy.
Not. It might be a rapier.
But it's not two-handed.
No, but these aren't two-handed.
Right.
I'm just talking about the shape of it.
Mm.
You know.
So the basket-hilted sword, the Scottish use, Highlands, like a regiments and that sabre, as it might be called, it's a back sword. So sabres come under back swords as well. That with the basket hilt and fucking tartan and all that, that's also called a claymore. That's why you would get confused.
Well,
also the two-handed sword that William Wallace had, that's a claymore too. So it gets a bit confusing. And then obviously front towards enemy.
Yeah. Do you know how to use the sword? Yeah, you stick this in them.
Just stick them with a pointy bit. Yeah.
The other bit doesn't work so well.
The motor stroke. We know that.
The
wartime, that's where wartime comes from. Bringing it back to fucking Citadel Games Workshop. More time. The word. Oh no, I'm thinking of Maud Howe, and Murder Stroke. Maud Howe. That's not.
I think that's where they got it from, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Mordheim would be Death Home.
Yeah. Do you want? I heard a classic jig. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
If tomorrow's headlines are Joe Biden has a stroke, I'll be talking that he's either been convicted or died.
That's quite good. That's quite good.
Oh my god!
He's had a stroke attack. What, another one?
Did the father catch him?
To be fair, if he had a stroke, you probably wouldn't notice.
It's probably not, to be honest with you.
He could have one during the debate.
He probably has, and no one picked up on it.
A mini stroke, for sure. They're fucking difficult to notice, them one.
He could probably die up then, no one would notice. You know?
Yeah, Sleepy Joe, Creepy Joe.
Creepy Sleepy Joe. So, yeah, in some of the new models. But do you know what? The Necrons have one of the most expensive fucking models, and I don't know why. But it's for Silent Kings, 95 quid.
That's nuts. 95 quid?
95 quid?
What is it, a fucking big old tank?
I don't know. It's on a Titan base, but I don't think it's the size of a Titan. It might be. I've not seen one yet.
Well, to be fair, the monoliths, they're quite big.
No, honestly, like this big.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, because I used to play a guy who played Necrons all the time.
Yeah, I remember fighting the guy with Necrons. It was fucking huge. That was a big model back then as well.
Yeah, and they were devastating to use at go against as well. But especially if they had 3 of the bastards, because they make us fucking force field. And you were like,
I didn't do that. You only had to watch.
Do you want to know?
He was against my orcs, and I outshot him. Lucky fucking gypsy rolls.
Mate, man, I remember playing this guy, and it was we were doing.
Shoot orcs.
This was in the Belfast Warhammer shop, and they was doing a big apocalypse spell, and I was against this guy Necrons with my Aula. But my fire dragons and Fugan just ran up to a monolith in hand-to-hand combat, took it out, it exploded, and Fugan just sort of like walked out like, oh well, my squad's dead.
Phoenix Lord Fugan.
Oh,
That's a pretty model.
I want to add some new ones though. I do. I
remember doing the X-Arcs. Are they called X-Arcs?
No, the X-Arcs. You got the X-Arcs and you got the Phoenix Swords. Phoenix. Right. Yeah, I love the Phoenix Swords. And
so Fugan's the fiery boy. What's the one with the wings?
Barhoff.
Say again?
Barhoff.
Barhoff. That's one that I painted when I was quite small, because I got it at a car boot. I used to go car boots and get loaded because you could find orcs and stuff. And then I was using car boots because you can end up finding like any sort of miniature and you can make that orcs.
Yeah.
I had death skulls back then.
I tried doing orcs. I did.
If I did orcs again, I'd probably do blood axes.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll show you.
What are you learning now? Let me show you.
Blood axes, because they got some nice models, and these need to be made in plastic.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't seen the old models of Blood Axes, I don't think. But I like, I just like as a clan.
Yeah.
You could do camo with them and stuff like that. Like they're the sneaky orcs.
Yeah, sneaky orcs. They
Yeah,
must be purple.
Yeah, purple ones. The sneaky. Because if they're purple, you can't see them at all.
You know why? Because red ones make them because purple made out of blue and red, right?
Oh,
Red makes them fast, and the blue makes them
lucky.
Yeah, as in you would be lucky if you could see them.
That makes sense. I never thought of it like that, but yeah, that makes sense. Well, of course, being Death Skulls, that's blue. They're lucky boys.
Yeah, they are the lucky boys.
But they were looters. Back when I started, anyway, they were the looters. They were the ones that went and got all the Imperium stuff.
Yeah,
made it their own.
And that's what I loved about the desk. I love the Orc lore, but I can't. I get bored painting them all the time.
It's a lot of green, isn't it?
It's not just it's a lot of green. It's it's not a lot of difference, is what does me.
Yeah, right. It's hard.
I mean,
that's where conversions come in.
Oh yeah, man. That's why I love I love kit bashing, man.
Oh yeah, kit bash. That's what we call it today.
I think it's a better term for conversion.
Well, like these models, them a kit bash. Well, no, but
he's not kit bash.
Guy, he's got a helmet.
Yeah,
that's not normal. he's got his spiky fucking. But that's not a bassinet, is it?
It might be.
Bassinet?
It might be.
I think that's not the right word, and I'm going to get ridiculed by your chat.
By your missus.
I like it. It's got a nice spike on the top. I like an enclosed helmet. Barbute, that's what it's called. Barbute. Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
It's called a Barbute helmet.
It looks so cool. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I've got. Do you know what? You know,
she's a conversion. She's a conversion. If you see.
Yeah.
Remember that? The horn hound. That's actually from Dark Elf kit that I got.
Oh yeah.
But I got that Dark Elf kit to get horses for my Imperial Guard.
Where is it? I think he's a Death Skull.
Oh yeah.
He looks fucking cool.
Zagstruck.
There you go.
Snickrock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck. Yeah, he's definitely a Death Skull. He's a sneaky boy.
Yeah.
I didn't have any of the characters growing up.
I
had Gazgul, but I only got Gazgul so that I could make a war boss of my own.
There you go.
Which was Blue Max was my war boss.
Look at him. I think they look fucking
Oh no, because that's what it was. My big mech I made for the Gazgul. He was a big mech in power armor, called Wing Nuts.
Oh yeah,
big mech Wing Nuts. Because I had a hunter, what they're called, fighter bomber.
Oh,
that I'd scratch built out of various shit.
That's what I found.
Wow, they look cool, man. That's cool. Are they
recommended? I mean,
is that new models?
They've been out for a while.
Oh yeah.
I like I said,
I mean, like the modern plastic kits.
No.
Oh,
they're still Finecast.
I
don't mind Finecast that much. I don't have. I know how this is sacrilege.
I can't say anything because I ain't painted them yet.
They're easier to paint than metal. Far easier to paint, but I find the weight behind them is.
I always found metal was everything would come off.
Yeah, and even if you primed it, it would still chip so easily. And and
I would say Army Painter has never let me down.
No, it hasn't.
Their matte varnish is insane.
Yeah. I
gotta get some new ones. Once you get a good layer of that matte varnish on there, I used initially the paint on rather than the spray, which is kind of cool that you can get that.
Yeah.
Because you can't Citadel usually. But the matte varnish, once that was on, you could barely get off with a fucking knife.
I know. It
was really good. Holy stuff.
I think Army paint is far better paint, but I don't like the drop bottles. I know a lot of people like the drop. I don't like them. I like beads. I like pops better.
I use Citadel as well.
Well, the only reason I use Citadel at the moment is because it's easier for me to go into.
I use blood for the blood god on the blades and stuff. A little bit. But yeah, that little horn. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit of mail, chain mail.
a little bit of mail there.
No, don't you mean change person? We
Oh,
have to
yeah.
be PC correct here. We're all political correct.
That's my problem. When imagine being a medieval reenactment sort of buff, history buff, and you're always talking about mail. It must really piss off the feminists.
I know, like, do you know what I discovered? I've been doing some research because I've got a book on medieval warfare. Plate mail was like plate mail.
Plate mail?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, yeah. It was about the same weight. Same weight as having a full set of mail. You might as well have plate.
Yeah. But plate was just
with mail voiders. So like for under the arms and stuff like that. You'd have a jacket and then a little bit of mail there, and various other places. But
the only reason that because chainmail was easy to make, because they didn't have to like smith a sheet metal.
You didn't need to hammer it all out of one bit of metal. No, you could make it into wire and then flatten the wire.
They were pretty much knitted. I always thought it was a bit weird.
Yes. They're linked, usually with rivets in medieval era in Europe, medieval Europe. They were not butted mail, which is what you tend to get nowadays, whereby the ring is just pushed together. These were riveted together, so they were flattened in that point and riveted. And you would also get full rings as well that would, so they would have rings that were closed and riveted together, and then a second ring in the middle that would be just a straight ring with no joint.
Yeah.
But you could just have all of them being riveted mail, riveted links.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking. It's like,
but butted mail very rarely existed in medieval Europe because it's just not as good. The links would just come apart.
Yeah, and that wasn't. I mean, like, and then again.
But mail is so good against cutting. You can't cut through it, but you could pierce through it. But it's better than nothing.
This is why the French feared our archers so much, is because like their chainmail was pretty much useless against it, and we knew where to shoot the arm. Like we knew where to shoot the plate mail because
it was the amount that was just being thrown at them.
Yeah. You know? What was it Henry V? Wasn't it? He said that arrows blocked out the sun.
Oh yeah. Well, Henry V. That's like the Battle of Cressy, things like that. So he was an absolute fucking mad lad. He was.
Maybe he had a small penis like Dracula.
Well, so he went and he spoke to the lads, the archers, before combat and everything like that on St. Crispin's Day and all that. You've seen the fucking film. and you know, he went up to them and they were like, oh, it's very good of you to fight for England and everything like that. And he was like, well, actually, sir, we're Welsh. And he goes, well, actually, I'm Welsh as well by blood, like 4 generations past. So yes, the Welsh. It was Welsh archers that really hit the nail on the head.
He was also the one that got rid of the quivers as well during combat, because a lot of they were using
quivers.
Got rid of them.
Yeah.
Because before that they were using the hip one. But he suggested rather than doing that, just stabbed all the arrows into the ground.
Yeah.
So he just
they did. They lined them up in front of them, stibbed in, and they get them out and
that was like
shoot them out.
5-6 rounds a minute. Just.
Oh yeah. I mean, it would be like to them it would be like modern day going up against machine guns.
Yeah.
Like how novel it was, like how new it was. The English longbow was so difficult against on the battlefield because it was just, they put all these archers. They would say, like, fuck the nobleman. Like, the archers were the backbone.
Oh yeah, and like it was one of the first jobs of a quartermaster. Had one of the most dangerous, and he literally had to run across the battlefield, just stabbing more arrows into the fucking ground. So the archers.
Yeah. That would suck. Be like a modern ball boy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But arrows coming at you. That would make tennis far more interesting, to be honest with you.
Well, there wasn't that many arrows shot at them. Certainly at the Battle of Cressy, because the French didn't have a
a specified unit of crossbowmen. They hired on like mercenaries from, I think, Switzerland.
Bloody hell, Switzerland actually getting involved in a
It
war.
might have been Italy. Italy or Switzerland.
Well, you know it wasn't Italy, because they didn't go to the English side halfway through.
well, this is the thing. They mounted, because the crossbowmen knew that they couldn't do anything, they started to retreat a bit. And so the French killed them. And then they had no archers at all at that point. So they were completely overwhelmed by the English archers because they had none. Because they'd fucking shot them. Well, come over and fucking hacked them to death.
French commissars.
Yeah, basically.
Run away.
That's what they did.
It's probably worth telling when they were legging it.
So they were, they were crossbowmen from foreign climes. So they weren't actually French.
That was the thing, though. Like England being, because England,
which, funnily enough, they retreated. Not the French. The French condemned them for it,
and then took on their and started taking on their tactic.
Yeah. Well, later on.
That's how you know it.
The French are fairly good on the battlefield, I would say. There's a reason we were against them for like a 90-year period.
100 years, you know. When you're doing well, you go for a century, don't you?
That's it. But it didn't actually last 100 years.
No.
So it was a little over 90.
Yeah, it was like 93 or something like that.
Yeah, they round it up, don't they? Sounds better.
Yeah. And what was it? I was looking at some of this stuff, and some of it's really interesting. And one of my favourite things I read about like the Battle of Hastings is that they don't think
nobody's talking in chat, though.
No, it's just we're just having a chat here. We'll just continue doing this.
It's all right. Still fun.
Yeah. And like we don't think it was like Alfred actually ever got the arrow in the eye.
Alfred
in the Battle of Hastings.
Oh.
Yeah, if they don't think he got the back, even everything. Maybe
it wasn't Alfred though, was it?
Was it Alfred? It was Alfred.
No, not the Battle of Hastings.
Harold. Harold, that's the one.
Yeah.
Well, who was I thinking Alfred for? We too much Batman.
You're thinking of Alfred the Great?
Yeah, he wasn't that great.
A little bit.
He burned cakes.
That was before. He was really good though.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he
did burn cakes. That's a really good fact to put up. I like that.
But then again, we gotta say he's great. He's a local boy, isn't he?
Oh, of course, yeah.
He's a fucking local boy. We've got better.
Went to Alfred's Tower recently with Georgia. It was awesome.
It
was made in his honour.
Alfred's Tower in Gloucester.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it
really,
on Bristol.
Really big unit.
Yeah.
Fucking, when you're next to it, it's really, really surprising. That's a feat of engineering. It was done like Georgian period or the Edwardian.
Oh yeah, that was it must have been.
It was a tribute to him. How like in the Victorian era and everything, they got super into medieval history, and started to rename everything and cause confusion, like change.
Well, they were just really interested in. They were interested in all history and just started making up again.
They also like de-sexified it. So, like for instance, what was quite common were cod pieces, and they would be enormous cod pieces, like coming out like fucking like that, like your penis pump here. I shouldn't be touching that, should I?
Why? You gave it to me. I'm borrowing it from you. It's Charlie's pump to use as a water pistol.
As a water pistol?
Yeah.
That's quite a good idea. That's a good idea.
Because Alfred was in the Battle of Effingham, wasn't he?
The Battle of
Effingham.
Oh, we don't know that one.
You know Eddington.
Eddington? Yeah.
Wasn't he one there? It might have been him.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because he's the one who commissioned the Great White Horse as well. That's in his...
A librarian?
Yeah.
For your...
he's just going to be chopped up and kit bashed, I don't...
Oh, yeah. But he was for your...
He was for my
Dark Angels.
I just got rid of him. I'm not using him.
Your Dank Angels. They were Wolves of Caliban, weren't they?
Yeah. I'm going to be redoing that.
That's pretty good.
That is good for you, actually. Yeah. That is good.
Did you make these ones yourself?
No.
Does that come on it?
Yeah.
Looks like your green stuff, do it?
No, that's an old mini you can't get anymore. It was part of a Dark Vengeance special edition box.
It's cool with the horns.
Yeah. Do you know how I found that box? It cost me £25, brand new.
I thought you'd done that yourself, them horns. They don't look like a normal librarian horns.
Yeah, this was when they were going to make him. Originally, this was going to be Ezekiel, classic Ezekiel, because if you look at the Grand Master, he looks like Azrael.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was a bargain I found in Pink Planet in Warminster.
oh, nice.
£25 for a Dark Vengeance box, brand new. Everything was in it. You know.
Hmm.
Ah.
My ticks.
Saved every one of us. Dun, dun, dun.
It was a bit Flash Gordon, wasn't it?
I went to a costume party at Flash Gordon once. Except I used the when I looked up the word Flash, I got the wrong one.
Turn it up in a Big Mac.
Yeah. Mind you, a lot of the men got jealous.
Yeah.
I have to avoid grey jogging bottoms, otherwise men will just hate me in town. You bastard.
I have pointed it out with you before. It's a bit too much moose knuckle.
It's a bit too much moose knuckle. Fucking call me moose dick, you twat.
I did in
front
front
of-
of girls.
Yeah. It's got a moose dick. It's like, what did that hammer swing? I can't believe you said that, man. And she was cute too, but she had a...
Oh yeah. I don't remember.
It was Katie's sister.
Oh. Yeah, no, still got her on Facebook. She's a person.
She's a person. I bloody hope so. Mind you don't know with Facebook nowadays. You could have half the fucking
Good mum. Good mum she
I bet
is.
she is.
Yeah. She ended up getting with someone that I know. I can't say the name because it's a person's name, but you know them as well.
Yeah.
They're a friend of our friend Alex.
Oh, right. Right.
And that's who she's with right now. Is a friend of Alex's that I've met.
Yeah.
Called Mikey. I won't say his second name.
Yeah, we're doing his second name. We're not going to dox people here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But fuck me, I can't believe you did that, man. That was just so fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I was wearing shorts. I was like,
Well, it's your own fault for what you were wearing.
What did you say that to a woman?
It's sort of my way, isn't it?
Yeah. Wouldn't have you any other way, man.
That's good. Because it's not fucking changing.
I love it when I feel transition change. You know, from
Transition.
Yeah, you know, from her everyday to sexy. Anyway, let's get back to the point. Warhammer.
Back to Warhammer.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah. So you were talking about Necrons. The reason I mentioned these is because you could do that with Necrons and it would look fucking dope.
Yeah.
Any colour you want, as long as it's an ink.
Mm.
Get an ink, can be from G-Dubs or anyone.
Yeah.
Put the ink in with your favourite, shiniest metallic.
Mm.
The brighter the metal, the better.
Mm.
Because it does darken it down.
Yeah.
And you could have your Necrons be any fucking colour you want.
I know.
It'd be amazing.
Oh god, that's something that's coming up on Facebook a lot. It's like, I want to do the Ultramarines, but I don't like them blue. Can I paint them a different colour? And I'm just thinking, dude, they're your fucking minis, man.
Yeah. Or you like the Roman aesthetic or something like that.
Yeah, like if you look at them aesthetic, it's like a copy. My custodians are based on the Prussian Guard. They got the red armor and the white helmet.
Very cool. Well done.
Far right in front of a Baneblade.
Of course they're the far right.
I can't have anything on the left.
Well, they're the custodians, aren't they?
Yeah.
Guardians of the Emperor. Of course they're far right.
Just watch YouTube.
So it makes me think of Eldar. I know it shouldn't.
Well, I reckon he
They've got the pointy hats.
I reckon he bloody Emperor licked a lot of shit off the Eldar. I was using the Redway Gate.
Well, where are we at? Yeah. There's the boy.
With a brick wall fucking shield.
What's he called?
It's Custody, just a Guardian.
Custody Guardian. And he's got a white helmet
And a
red body.
Yeah, and a brick shield.
And a brick shield, yeah. It's not. Are you sure you're not hidden? Oh, God damn it.
Are you sure I'm not hidden what?
Imperial Fist. I could see them having fucking shields made out of bricks.
Which is actually ironic because, like, after Dark Angels, my next selection of books, which has most of them out, is about fucking Crimson Fists.
Crimson Fists, they're dope.
They are, man.
That's what I got. That's Space Marines when I came in the hobby.
Yeah.
Because it was on the big old book. The book of rules.
But it's, in the second edition, they
the
were.
rule book.
Yeah. The book about rules, whichever that's called now. Yeah, but that was. And they were fucking dope. I like
that picture, so good. You got that as a poster somewhere.
No, I thought it was Crimson Fist. It's not. I got an Ultramarine posted in the sort of same pose. But I do have a couple I've got to put up. But I've got to find the right frames for them. The only reason I want frames for them.
I love your art. Like I've said, that one of your dad there. That's sick. Can I show you chat? Yeah, go on. Because I've mentioned this to my missus, how much I like it. Oh, he's got a fucking brick in his bong.
He's got a brick in his bong.
It's not a bong anyway, is it? It's a pint. It actually looks more like a pint with it. Well, it's green. That's
Well, yeah. But the problem is, right, because my dad was an alcoholic. And actually, I didn't realise it, but until he pointed it out, I thought the eyes were wrong colour.
Wrong colour for him.
Yeah. No, actually, I got one.
Show it to...
I've actually got one eye the right colour.
You got one eye the right colour?
Yeah.
Is that the green one?
Yeah.
Because it's coming up as a fucking brick.
Yeah. Yeah, the green one. He had a green eye. He was all-eyed. He had a green eye, white. He had one green eye, one blue eye.
Oh.
I never fucking noticed.
Heterochromia. Very cool.
Yeah, he got a cup of tea because my dad was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to do him with a pint in his hand. So.
No, that's right. Well, I mean, to me, it looked like a bomb.
Oh, he was a proper fucking heavy.
But it doesn't matter what it is. What I like is the way that you've done it.
Yeah.
Like I love how with the cross hatching and all that, and it looks so graphic. You know, like a proper graphic novel sort of thing, but in your own style. I love it. How's that going? Are you still doing your?
I've got second comics out.
Me being a prick calling it doodles.
They pretty much are. You know that anyway, because I feel weird because I see other guys spending so much time on their pages, and I'm like doing a page in about a couple of hours.
Oh yeah, no, it pisses my missus off. So now I can.
Does it?
Well, how I draw without any like setup or anything, and just with pen.
I know. I've seen so many
noise.
I got called an
I
idiot.
don't sketch it out.
I can't believe it. I got called. It's like, how do you use pencils? And they go, you're an artist. How do you not know how to use pencils? It's like, well, I kind of don't know how to use pencils. Oh, it's there.
I can certainly use pets. That fucking knife is terrifying, just randomly being there while you're jumping around.
It's blood. I know it's blood because it didn't cut and miss when I wanted it to.
Oh, Jesus, that's dark. It'd be dark
Oh,
still
look,
if you still had your fucking
Oh,
hand
look at
yourself
that,
in
man.
the light and all.
Yeah, but that didn't take my weight.
I said it'd be darker still.
Well, we had to fix that, didn't we? What do you think of that, man?
That is a cat. That's really good.
Yeah, I've done that.
It's got a bit of human to its eyes, for sure.
Yeah, I did that for a
You
friend.
fucking furry, caught ya.
No, I've done that. I've done that for a friend.
Mm.
I'm going to be scanning it and giving it to her. Here we
That's
go.
quite cool. Oh, fucking hell, mate. That's cool. I'm not sure what's going on, but I like it.
People being massacred. I have issues.
Yeah.
Look,
I love that. Go back that one. Where's that one? Where? Wow, the fucking
I know, man.
the lines on that.
You know.
Love it.
Not that I ever
Got
put my
your own style, man.
not that I
That's
ever put
dope.
my politics in my books.
Show that chat. You're not supposed to be just showing me. Show
There you
your
go.
followers.
Not that I ever put my politics in books. Look what he's reading.
He's reading 1986.
Yeah, it's a sequel. Not many people know about it. This is my favourite, though. This is my favourite picture. I've got to use this one.
Oh, it's nice. It's a fuck me. She's got some cracking tits on her. Fucking hell.
Well, that's why
That's a big titty angel.
That's why I watch porn. You know,
Big titty goth
I have to-
girlfriends.
I have to get a real look at women. That's what porn's for, isn't it? For artists.
Actually, there's an artist that does comic books that does.
Roy Lichtenstein.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
It's the one that does all the fucking. He gets the clips out of porn to draw them off.
Oh no, not that one.
He draws. I don't know his, but there's one of them. He's quite a famous artist, and he draws his women with the grimace, like whatever they're grimacing. It's like a porno fucking grimace. That's cool. That's nice colours.
Yeah, no. That's,
Well
the,
covered.
that's the cover of my next book. Actually, that's the cover.
Nice.
It's £5.
It looks better in
Hint.
life, I would say, than on there
Yeah,
on the screen.
It's £5. Hint, fucking hint.
Oh yeah.
Hint, hint.
Mm.
I know you've just been paid too. See, that's basically it. They've seen
Well,
it.
I get to see it live.
Yeah, I know. You get to
There's
see
no
it for
point in
free.
buying it.
You get to see it for free, and I end up giving
Who's
you
this big nose prick?
the fucking goblin.
Oh, it's quite a decent fucking.
Yeah, this
He's
is.
a chubby boy, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't want to show these because these are actually in the comic at the moment, so
Oh, right.
I don't really want to show these. But they are like on Facebook and stuff for advertising. But
That's
look,
good.
I'm starting to get better at the backgrounds here as
You're
well.
getting really good at your shading.
Mm.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah. Practice makes perfect. See, I love
She's
that.
starting to look like a fucking Mandalorian. I love it.
That's not her. That's a different character.
Oh,
That's Nox.
Nox,
Nox the Dreamer.
the dreamer.
Yeah,
The
basically.
dreamer of worlds.
No,
Dreamer of
he's got-
things.
Right, because he's got a really fucked up. Here's what he does. He works.
What's he dream of?
He doesn't dream. He lives in a dream world.
Oh, he
This
lives
is
in a
it.
dream world.
This is his own.
Omelets around.
Yeah. So he lives in there.
Call me the omelette dreamer.
So he lives in the dream world. Right, and this is his origin story at the moment, where he's getting there. This is why the goblins are here. I'm not going to give too much away. Actually, I've told most of them about anyway. But he gets convicted of a crime he didn't commit.
No,
Um,
that would never happen.
Yeah, and he gets exiled into a dream world, and basically, and part of his job is controlling dreams. Where like, so when Hitler started to dream about the Holocaust, he had to choose whether to let Hitler's dream come true or someone else's, because someone else's dream was worse.
Oh,
One of the dreams had to come true. He had no option in it.
yeah.
And so that's the sort of thing he has to come to. He'll see two people dreaming, and he has to consider which one's worse.
What's worse than Hitler?
How about Hitler with atomic bombs?
Yeah.
That was, Hitler never had atomic bombs. Oh, fuck me, I'm going to get just... I'm just going to be so just struck.
They were working on it, I'll tell you that.
Oh, hello, sorry. Tits, big tits. Yeah, we need more tits.
Oh, I can't read. Well, I can get mine out.
You get yours out. Hey, Rob, how are you? That's spooky. Sorry,
Hey,
man.
Rob.
We didn't realise you were talking. We just ended up...
Do you want to see the big tits? Let's go find that picture again.
You want to see more big tits? There you go.
Big old biddies.
There you go. There's your big tits.
There they are.
He's off anyway.
Enormous. There are actually more titties because I brought my models round.
There's our 40k.
There's some fucking titties right there. That's a succubus. That's actually what they're called. And there's another succubus.
More big titty Warhammer 40k. Two things you wanted. There you go.
There's your big titty goth girlfriend right there. That's what you want.
40k needs more tits. That's what 40k needs.
Slanish.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's quite a lot of tits. Like per model.
Mind you, the great unclean one has a big pair of tits.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
There is a lot of tits on them.
And the big brick.
The fiends, though, they've got like 6 or 7 tits.
They got so many tits.
There's a lot of tits.
And they got a dude at the back with a big old dong.
Well, I find... not sure they modelled that.
Have you not seen it?
No.
You look carefully. It's a big fucking dong.
On what?
On the fiend.
On the fiend. He's got a willy.
It's a big fucking dong.
Oh, fuck.
Look at the back leg. Look at the back legs. The back legs are backwards, and he's got the big tail in the middle.
Mm. Oh, so the tail's the penis.
Yes.
Oh, see, my sweet innocent virgin mind never suspected that as being a willy.
Yeah, warping my
Thought it was
fragile
just his
little mind.
tail.
Warping my fragile little mind. Anyway,
I play Dark Eldar and Slanish.
that's all we need to talk about.
I'm all right.
I'm all right, pets. I don't need Pornhub anymore.
When you literally rape a god into existence, I think
I think that's a sign.
that's quite spooky.
They really murder rape a god into existence.
That's right.
Imagine they turn into pacifists and complete hippies. Well, they just brought in a hippie god into existence, and then the call like Slanesh just went, "Hello, come here. You're a hippie god, aren't you? Oh my god, the Tau, the communist Tau have a god.
No.
Yes.
I thought they were
The greater good's a god.
sort of atheists.
Imagine how naive that god is when it meets Slanesh.
Oh dear. The greater good.
I'm part of a greater good. I'm the greatest good you'll ever get.
Is Rob gone now? Or is he
He's still there. He's still there.
Hello, Rob.
You're a pervert. Talking Johnson, that's pervert.
Yeah. I mean, quite.
Oh my god, though, man. Think about it, right? Fucking Tower have fannies on their head.
Hmm.
I mean, how did they reproduce?
Do they?
What is that thing in their head then?
Look where God put his thumb, isn't it?
Someone put something. Oh my god, poor Tao getting captured by Dark Eldar. That's just that's giving mindfuck an entire different phrase.
Oh no. I don't want to know.
Oh my god, no, now it's in my head.
Oh Jesus. Fabulous Bill got his hands on a fucking cow. What would he do with that?
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna fuck your head. Fucking hell, what does...
No, he like, because he's a bit like he's like the not Imperium. He's like Chaos's version of a homunculus, isn't he? He's like one of those.
Fabulous Bill, yeah.
Yeah, Fabulous Bill.
At least he's not having on the phone.
It's a cool model of him they come out with, isn't they? Or is it not released yet?
It's out. I've got him. I've not painted him yet because I'm gonna paint it.
Have you got it?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
But I've not painted.
Have you built it?
No, I built it, not painted.
Oh, I want to see it.
Yeah, so I mean, corn side, left,
fuck.
right hand side.
Yeah, oh no, there he is. Oh wow, I really wanted to see this live.
Yeah.
It's unpainted.
Fabulous Bill seems homosexual. Gay.
Oh, it'd be a fucking amazing thing to paint though,
I know, that's
all
what
that detail.
I know. And like,
oh, he's got a little bloke's head on him.
Yeah. And like I said, I want to do him like I want to do him properly.
Pimp. Right.
Yeah, stick him next to the Carnaby. There you go.
There we go. There's Fabulous Bill.
Stick him next to yeah, stick him there. And then his children next to Sister of Battle. Poor bitch.
Oh no. Oh no, that's I'll up the stakes a bit.
Let's put that's Braz's material right there.
Fucking hell. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Poor bitch.
Brazzers.
Not homophobe, but look at him.
I'm gonna show you the way of being painters.
Emphasis on the word paint.
Yeah, it's paint. That's why I'm covered in white.
Yeah, that's why it's covered in white. It's paint.
Oh, I like painting these guys.
This is a dope metal model, yeah.
I've done it with a metallic. Yeah. And then they're tabletop standard.
Yeah.
They're all right. I'm not painting their eyes on them, just put some red in there. They look very vampire-like.
Yeah.
So this one you can see.
We do. I'm just using my laptop camera at the moment. I have got a better camera coming.
So he's... Fuck me. Can't hold it straight.
Spliff? No.
Just
tobacco. We're not smoking any of the Oriental stuff today. Oh my god! Imagine if we fucking did it if I was stoned, dude. If I was stoned, this would be so different.
Mate, this fella here is a fucking nightmare when you get a joint in him. He will natter about multi-universe fucking theories and shit involving Morgan Freeman and his freckles, right? Whereby all the connections of the multiverse conjoined from the multiverse theory or something like that. All the different lines, they connect through the freckles of Morgan Freeman. That's what I got from this cunt when I was smoking dope with him.
Yeah, this is why I didn't smoke dope.
Like, oh god, this is too much information for me to handle, man.
But it makes sense. Why does it make sense?
How does it make sense? I should have brought a fucking joint round.
Oh yeah, I know what he means. There we go.
What was he asking for? Oh, see, he knows what he's doing. I don't. I don't do this shit.
No, this is what he just is going to do.
Martin knows. It's a bit better, but you want it closer.
You sure you're not stoned now, man? No, I'm not stoned, man.
Fuck. Why have you got cups everywhere, you bellend?
Because I need a piss. I don't know, because I just had a cup of coffee.
Where's the camera? Wrong way. Ooh. So I don't know what I'm doing with these cameras and things.
Yeah, he said it's better. It looks
but, you know, it's a bit of a kit bash.
I do like that what you've done with the base with that towel model.
With the horn, and there's some sort of towel pod on the bottom. You do need a better camera than that.
I do. I am getting a better camera next month, though. This is my first proper stream, so...
I've gone like quite a sort of vampire-y look with them. I don't know how well that's coming across.
Ignore the brick because I turned green screen on and I don't know how to turn it off.
Anything that's green on the model will turn into bricks.
Because warp. Because warp.
Don't know. Yeah, the warp. We'll blame it on space magic. This bloke, he's another one of my Eldars, Dark Eldars that I've created. A little bit of a kit bash, giving him a Barbute type helmet. I think that's from a Chaos, like a fantasy Chaos.
Oh yeah, I think I know which one.
Chariot?
Yeah.
What helmet on?
Yeah, it was the Zinc one, wasn't it? No,
Yeah, well,
it wasn't. It was
some sort of just chariot.
Yeah, just a normal chariot, wasn't it?
It was, because they had different heads in it available, which is pretty cool. But I didn't have the chariot or anything. It was just a mate of mine, and I raided their bits box. Yes. Best thing to do. Get your friends,
bits
have
box.
a look at their bits box, let them have a look at yours, see what comes up.
And we can talk about the first thing that comes up too.
Yeah, no, that was the joke that I made.
Do you have a modern phone? I do have a phone camera, but this is on my laptop, and I think I could connect it, but I don't have anywhere to put the phone. Oh, we playing ninth. We haven't had a chance yet. We're talking about it.
We playing what?
We're not playing ninth yet, have we? We haven't played 9th edition yet, have we?
No.
We
I don't often play.
We stuck in lockdown stuff there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be happy to play a game with you and stream it or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be more. I mean, it'd be easier.
But you'd be teaching me as well.
We'll be learning together, actually, to be honest with you, because I've not played it yet.
I'm sure you know it a little bit better than me.
Yeah, I do a bit.
I've got to get some more models painted up though.
Yeah.
Because that's the first out of my squad of dudes that I've painted. Because I started them off with a different paint scheme. And then I came up with this one, and I'm very
I just realised something. We could do a decent civil war. Because if we threw my Aldo against yours...
Well, have you still got your corn army?
Yeah, you just saw it.
Of course I did.
You just went about...
So, again, I'm still doing it with them. With my Archon...
Oh, yeah, you're doing Slaanesh with it, aren't you?
I'm doing Slaanesh with them, which I know everyone's going to hate me for. My concept for the dudes is that... they're sort of enslaved by her, so they just go around as a little pirate band in service to Slaanesh.
Yeah, that would be dope. My World Eaters and my Corn Demons versus your
Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh, that's even better because I've got the Codex as well.
Because also with my Archon, I used the Arc Corsairs.
Yeah, you use Corsair.
The Arc Corsair captain.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna tomorrow I'm going into Bath.
And the mantle that he's got is like all scaly. So I'm gonna paint it like one of his what are they called? Flesh hounds?
Oh yeah.
Corn hound boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna paint it like that. So like the idea being Slaanesh uses these boys to attack Khorne or Nurgle or whoever.
Yeah.
In her name, which is
that would be
so
cool,
she doesn't end up.
Because I've got the Codex, so we can use that. We've got the Codex now, and that means I'd
have to use them as separate detachment.
Yeah, I mean I have to do that with the Khorne anyway as well.
Yeah.
Because the only Khorne demons that I can use in the Chaos Space Marine army is the Bloodletters. Which sucks. And I got a skull, and I got the Skull Taker. I have.
Rob's probably chatting again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with him. It was so much. It's all constant rule changes constantly with FAQs. Did you ever see that? I really got pissy.
No.
Basically, the tournaments metas became so popular. People were building armies based on their meta rather than actually enjoying the game.
What's meta?
Basically, building an army that was tournament good.
Oh, so like just
making spam armies, basically.
Yeah. So
that's fucking boring.
Yeah. So not as much themed battle and things like that.
No, it does seem boring to me. Why would I want
Seems like there's less heart in the game.
Yeah.
Point.
It is a lot less heart, and that's what I don't like. I mean, you know me anyway. I like having a nice varied army.
Oh yeah.
You know, like look, that's why I do Cornelia Imperium, because I can do so much different stuff in it.
Well, same thing. I mean, I've got my Dark Eldar with my Slaanesh. Yeah.
You got your Dark Eldar.
Which obviously, if I was in a tournament or anything like that, I could just use the Dark Eldar as Dark Eldar. or the Slanesh.
Yeah.
The Slanesh, you know. But my theme for the dudes sort of breaks the law a little bit.
You don't have a mask, do you? You don't have a mask of Slanesh yet, do you? Mask.
I probably should with COVID and all that.
The mask of Slanesh.
Yeah.
Or that was the best was a gas mask, isn't it? Or was it a gimp mask?
It's a gimp mask, yeah. Mask of Slanesh.
Oh my god, mate, I had a meme. Slanesh releases a mask for COVID. It's a fucking gimp mask.
Yeah.
Um,
You can keep 6 foot apart, but it'll still reach you.
Meta is what is the best at the moment. Yeah, that's what, we're
Right.
we're,
Thank you.
basically we're a bit old school in this, where we build armies based on what they look like.
Yeah. Well, I certainly do.
I do too. I mean,
I use like the lore as well. Like I have
yeah, but you don't go.
Charodons,
Well,
the space
yeah,
sharks.
it's like you do, like you don't pick a unit because it's most points or how powerful it is. It's
No, I
basically
pick it if it looks good,
Yeah.
if it's sexy.
yeah, we know you're a pervert with Dark Angels and something there.
Dark Angels.
Fucking hell, you know what they do. That's their secret. You know that.
Pervy as well, are they?
Yeah.
With their fucking fortress.
Oh,
Fire fortress.
Forge, yeah. When no one's allowed into the dark depths of a dungeon.
Fucking interrogate a chaplain. Yeah, all right.
Get out.
What are you doing back there with your fucking cipher and what's the L one? Lupin. Whatever.
Luther.
Some gay shit.
Are you going to interrogate me with your crucifix? No, a dragon dildo.
So whenever you've said Luther with the Dark Angels and that, I always imagine him as Idris Elba.
That would be fucking dope. To be if he ever was Idris Elba as Luther. That would be cool though. But he probably played what's his name?
Did he play Luther in
Yeah, but why wasn't it? No, it was in Luther. He played
Yeah,
Luther in
Luther.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure for a second there whether it was Idris or
Ah, he's got a Dark Elder as well.
not.
He's got a collection of chaos. Right, what gods are you doing?
Dark Angels, Deathwatch, Tyrannids. He doesn't have the.
I'm thinking of going back to. I think
He has Dark Angels, not Dark Elder.
yes, he does.
What?
Small DE for small dark.
Oh, DE Force.
Yeah. I might be going back to Deathwatch. I think.
Hmm?
Just to finish off this crusade.
Deathwatch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't worry, I'm not going to ask for what I gave you back. Don't worry about that. You didn't know what happened to him, do you?
I'm sure they're about.
Yeah, you still give them. You know I don't ask for anything back.
You can have them if
It's
you
up
want
to you.
them.
All the gods, man. All the legions. Good, man. I like that. Like, see, this is what I mean. Like, you can accept word bearers who are massive cunts. Ah, he's not wrong.
Well, I don't have any Chaos Space Marines. I mean, I've got some that I've painted.
Yeah, you got some Death Guard, haven't you?
I've got a few Death Guard models.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I accidentally collected Death Guard.
Yeah, no, you did for a while.
It was an accident. That was the problem. I didn't mean
Is
to.
that because of the...
It was a no fear box because I wanted the Space Marines, and of course you got the Dark, and it's basically 2-star
That was
collection.
a good fucking box, wasn't it?
It was a
Because
fantastic box.
it was the Dark Angel one, yeah?
No, it was basically it was a new Primaris Space Marines,
Oh, okay.
but it was a Death Guard with it as well.
Mm.
It was a damn good box. It was the best box we ever produced. It's better than the new ones.
See, this is quite an interesting dynamic, us, because I don't know fuck all about it, really.
Yeah.
I know a little bit.
you can bring in like the more historical stuff about the weapons. So.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, that was a damn good box. I'll tell you what, I bought so many of those boxes. It was unbelievable. I mean, half of my fucking Dark Death Guard are bloody
Chat's popping.
No demons either.
From here, I'm too...
Why no demons? I like demons.
You got demons, haven't you?
Yeah, he's got no demons.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that, Rob?
I'll answer in a minute.
I'm
Anyway,
sure he'll answer in a minute.
there's a bit of a lag. But yeah, the word bears a cunt. Best phrasing ever.
Word bearers. They're the...
Fucking ass. I'll tell you
They're
what.
sort of like Dark Apostles and things like that, right?
Yeah, they're the like really religious ones.
Mm.
Which is really odd because I love what they're doing with the Lord at that moment as well.
Because I thought that was pretty cool.
Like they're showing that the Night Lords don't want anything to do with chaos.
Oh, yeah, Night Lords are pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with chaos.
Killers.
They don't want it. Alpha Legion, we don't know whose side on. They don't want anything to do with chaos. Even the Black Legion are going against chaos.
Hmm.
Because Abaddon has been, pardon me, promised demonhood so many times.
Well, no, Fabulous Bill isn't even Emperor's Children anymore.
He's not anything.
No,
he's his own thing.
No gods, no fucking...
No gods, no masters.
Yeah.
That's it. That's who
Ayn
he
Rand.
is.
That's his real name, Ayn Rand.
I thought it was Ayn Rand.
Or Iron Warriors either. No, because Pertwee is a cunt and all.
Iron Warriors.
He hasn't no Iron Warriors either.
I like that model though, Perturabo.
Oh, that's a lovely model. But he's a
cool
cunt.
looking.
Tell you what, it's good
I'll
book.
to use him for my Tyros.
If you ever get Audible,
if I ever do it.
download Audible, get the 3 month subscription, right? Cancel it straight away, but get your free book and get the Pertwee one to listen to.
Yeah.
It's all about Pertwee.
He's a prick. Yeah.
He's a fucking. I tell you what. By the end of the
It's the
book,
worst one.
by the end, Abaddon doesn't want Demon Head. We know this. It's great. Pete Abaddon doesn't want Demon Head.
He's harmless, isn't he?
Yeah, he's harmless. He's fucking harmless. I can't get me him for Christmas.
Mm.
Cheers.
It's a nice looking model
Isn't
as
it?
well. I'm loving all the creative shit.
I think one of the problems is though, is with the digital stuff, we're seeing a lot less art in the actual models.
Mm.
I mean, they're looking good, but some of them don't. Like Abaddon, you can see there's a lot of.
There's less opportunity for changing over
Yeah.
weapons and things like that. It's
'Cause
more
I-
difficult.
I mean, like,
Clash.
I really wanted to make Pete Gulliman into Guy Haley. Guy Haley wrote the Pertwee book. Trust me, it's amazing. Right? You kind of think he's a dick at the start, but you grow to thinking, I want this cunt fucking dead. And the book's about him. He's the main antagonist. You know?
Wow.
It's really well written.
See, I haven't read any of them.
No, I've not read any Warhammer 40k books.
I like
Ignore the bookshelf.
I like the idea of the Carcharodons, you know, space shark.
Yeah, you got the book,
That's
haven't you?
what I play.
Did you get the book?
I've been no.
No, you got the
but
Gene Stealer book, haven't you?
Gene Stealers, yeah. We've got Gene Stealer books.
That's a good one.
I really like, I can't remember what it's called. Whoa. I got a bunch of them, the Gene Stealer cult books. But I like Gene Stealer cults. Well, when I started the hobby, it was Tyrannids, first of all, and it was the Gene Stealers that made me want the Tyrannids.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when I came back into the hobby, Gene Stealer cults was a thing again.
Yeah.
When I started, there weren't Gene Stealer cults. That had already stopped. They were out of print.
Well, you had to kind of use Imperial Guard, didn't you?
Hmm. Well, people could still play Gene Stealer cults, I think. But back when I started, the old Gene Stealer cult models were already out of print
Yeah.
for a long time.
Do you never rename squads?
Is it the Demiurge
No.
things from Tau?
No, you want to go and call them?
No?
Tyrannid Biomass?
That's good.
Where in Mario are you two wankers? Southwest.
Yeah, Southwest.
We're country boys. We drink cider. We drink the cider up.
Drink up these cider, drink up these cider. For tonight we'll merry be. We'll turn the milkmaids over and roll them in the clover. Still more cider in the jar.
Can't beat the words though.
Yeah.
Show us your mustache, you wanker. Yeah, you want to.
My mustache.
There you go.
There we are. Commissariat sort of style. Yeah.
So where are you from, then, Rob? What part of the world are you from? Because you're in England. There's a link down below for 20% up to 20% off 40k.
So
I've got a shit,
as
man.
you can tell by my mustache, the guardsman that I play.
Yeah.
What was the guardsman that I play on?
Oh, it's Valhalla, isn't it? No,
Oh.
Voice Firstborn.
Destroying the Firstborn.
Because he is Ukrainian.
Because I am Ukrainian boy from Oros.
Have you heard about the new Borat movie? It's Amazon. As you tell me, are going that fucking nut.
Ah. Why?
I don't know. Because they don't have a sense of humour.
Oh, I see.
Dublin. That's a lovely city. Dublin's a lovely
Yeah,
city.
you've been there.
I used to live up in Belfast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the link will work for you. If you go down below, there's a link for Element Games.
So you can use that.
You can use that link, and it's like 20% off 40k stuff.
20.
I've got to show my advertiser, don't I? I mean, like, we've been talking for an hour and I haven't shown my advertiser once.
Yeah, you got to give them shekels.
I got to give them them shekels.
Another advertiser that we have is Gillingham
Tattoo.
Tattoo Studio in Somerset. Is it Somerset? It's not, is it?
It's
Fuck that.
yeah, Somerset.
Somerset.
She'll correct you or beat you. One of those when you get home.
Belfast, you mad bastard. Yeah, but it was a while ago, wasn't it?
Do you want to know what the best bit about me living in Belfast was? I'm Catholic area.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Lived up the Ardoin.
Mm. Wow. I remember hearing from the boys that used to come to camp that they'd go over there and get shot at with fucking air rifles and shit when they'd come off a boat. Fucking hell. And they were from there as well. These lads that I was talking to.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's Pearl Harbor's a cunt. Lorgar's a cunt. Angren's a bitch. Angren's a fucking bitch.
My freedom boner kind of makes me want to side with the IRA a little bit.
That's my brothers you're talking about.
Well, I was brought up, and that was what a terrorist was to me.
Yeah.
The way I was brought up in England, I would think, when I thought terrorists, I think an Irish bloke with a fucking balaclava on.
Yeah, but now it's just a Durban.
And then it changed to being like Muslims.
Yeah, it's always going to change. We're going to see a new one coming soon. We'll see a new terrorist threat, and it's going to look different.
Yeah. It's just terror. It's terror.
Anyway, let's go back to let's rank the Primarchs.
War on terror.
War on terror. Let's rank the Primarchs from biggest cunt to least cunt.
Oh yeah.
Right, first biggest cunt I was going to say is Lorgar, because he was such a bitch at the same time. I mean, how can he be bossed
Not
around?
sanguineous then.
Don't you take the piss out of the fabulous Hawk Boy? He's the least cunty. He doesn't even get put in this list.
The exalted Hawk Boy.
Fabulous! Don't you dare make fun of my fabulous Hawk Boy.
Right.
We're all mates well.
We're all mates now. That's right.
Yeah, we're all friends now. We
That's
are.
all right.
We're not scared. We might be going up there in Christmas, actually.
What, back to see your Fabalam?
Yeah, it depends on the lockdown though,
Mm.
because North of England's been locked down, and we're thinking that means flights up there. Well, it's going to be stopped too, including Belfast.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things that Brexit was moving on to. The whole Irish border, like that's a problem.
Do you want to hear something about the Irish border? I pissed me off. I had a lot of friends who lived on the border, on the Irish side, and they would say, and one of them, soon when the no smoking ban happened in Dublin, he bought a pub straight away, and I said, "Why the fuck you buy a pub for?" He goes, "Because I guarantee I can get so much service." He goes, "Why?" Because people can smoke in my pub, and he did. He got so much service.
Yeah. Well, I remember lock-ins down at a White Swan.
None of the English lads wanted to kiss the Queen's ass.
Oh, fuck no.
Why do you think they put their head on the stamp? Because they put the other side, no one would fucking lick it.
Well, for me, you know, I'm proud to be English.
Yeah, why not?
I'm very proud of what England has done over the years.
You know, to control 25% of the world.
More than that.
That's big dick fucking personality there, isn't it?
Yeah, fucking right.
Right, man.
But you know, I
Like
would say I wouldn't be favoured by modern day leftists, but back in the day I was quite a leftist.
There you are. You like
filter.
you got.
It's alright, go on. Oh,
I
alright.
always keep some. Sorry.
Excellent.
Yeah, you would. You like what? Actually, how do we talk? Anyway, I would rather let's make this about we got to talk about 40k because we've doubled our numbers.
Yeah.
We've doubled our numbers, man.
Yeah, we have doubled our numbers. It's more than my missus watching.
Right, Pearl Harbor. I mean, no, Lorgar's the biggest cunt, right? Because he's a bitch. He's a little bitch. I mean, who gets told what to do by their first captain?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
This is where I get to pretend like I know what you're talking about.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I'm learning. I don't know fuck all about the law. Not really. I do of like the things that I do. And it was I know about the car Charadons.
And he's such a daddy's boy, not the Emperor either. Corfell, his dad. He's like his adopted dad. He literally listens to him.
Sorry.
Yeah. Lorgar, his dad also tells him what to do. He says
wait. Oh, fuck me.
Fucking backcountry, innit?
I have a neurological condition, so I end up having the weird tics and stuff. A bit like
we do recognise a lot of shit came with the Empire. We're well aware of that.
Yes.
Yeah, we're well aware of that. As we say,
Free Ireland, I would say.
Yeah, let every country have a be their own, I reckon.
Yes, absolutely.
then that means they no longer need our fucking money.
Well, not only do they not need our money anymore.
We're not just talking about Ireland, we're talking about all the other countries.
No, we're not talking about Ireland. But the whole thing was we were trying to uplift people.
Yeah, with guns.
With modernity.
Yeah.
Well, they had fuck all.
Yeah.
Except the stuff that that stuff that was fuck all to them. Yeah. We went, oh, you know what? We can monetize that shit.
Yeah, like YouTube. The English Empire was YouTube at the time. We monetize everything.
And then we gave the whole fucking thing back to them.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah, because someone.
What do you want more than that?
Because someone in a nightgown said peace, war was bad.
Mm.
Why did they take him serious? Except, do you know who else is?
But back to Warhammer.
Do you know who else is a big cunt? Perturabo is a fucking absolute cunt.
Oh yeah.
Right. But do you know what he done?
No.
He destroyed his own planet.
Well, that's quite commonplace, isn't it?
Yeah, but not because they turned to chaos, obviously. Obviously. Or stayed with the Emperor. Because he threw a fucking pissy fit.
What, Perty?
Yeah, he threw a pissy fit and destroyed his own planet.
Yeah.
Mind you...
So I get the Iron Hands and the Iron Warriors mixed up a lot.
Well, who else is... I don't know. Varys Manus wasn't him. I'll tell you the loyalist cunt. Fucking Rogel Dawn.
Dawn?
He's got a 6.
Dawn was like one of the best ones.
No, he's got 6 so far with his ass. You can see splinters in his throat.
But that can be good though, can't it?
Not really.
You could have I would say Dawn was quite a strong leader.
Yeah, but he was still a cunt.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like,
who would be your favourite other than Slamguinius?
I would say, honestly, I think Mortarion.
Mortarion?
Yeah. I mean, prior to the heresy, before turning.
Yeah.
I mean, I had this conversation yesterday. All right. Have a good one.
I like Gigati Clark.
Yeah, I will try and get better cam soon, I promise. If you can just bear with this one for a couple of weeks. And it'll be just we'll be once a week.
Yeah.
So have a good night, mate. Don't forget to check the link down below in the description if you want cheap Warhammer stuff.
Cheers for your time,
yeah.
fella.
Have a great night. Man, you need to read some history. We know we need to read history, but this is all piss taking, mate. This is just all laughs and shit.
I don't need to read any history.
Yeah, it's all in the past.
I know a great deal more history than you do, probably, but not you. That person.
Well, have a good night, man. Anyway, yeah, fucking hell, that was fun. You mad bastard. Yeah, no. I think we'll talk because he kind of did a lot for his legion, though. He did a lot for he turned to Nurgle for his legion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to save their lives. He was but mind you, it's Conrad Kurz, but his
Kurz, I like Kurz.
Kurz, yeah, he's yeah. I don't know. The thing I don't like about Kurz is that
he's Batman.
He is Batman, but it can be badly written.
Yeah,
it can be badly written though. That's the problem. And
the goddamn Batman.
Oh, goddamn Night Order. I hear voices.
He's a fucking frightening boy. He is, and his legion. But
he had this really twisted logic. I can understand.
That's why I like the Carcharodon. It's the same sort of thing.
Yeah, it's because
they're like these silent fucking scary boys.
But it's like his logic shouldn't make sense, but it does because it shouldn't make sense because it's so twisted.
Yeah.
But it makes sense if he can absolutely scale a planet into submission. Yeah, he's away. I've got to bring you back on next week then.
What's that?
Got to bring you back on next week.
Yeah, maybe.
It's 8 o'clock every night. It's me 8 o'clock every Thursday night.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, we're good.
So is he one of your subscribers?
He is now.
Oh, nice.
I have to keep. If I get paid money from his thing, I've got to start paying you too, don't I? You have to be my employee.
No, fuck that.
I know. I'm not in it for the money.
Oh.
Do you know what really always pisses people off when they say it's like they're talking about how much money they make from their comics. I'm like, if one person buys my comic, I'm gonna still make them. Like, what about the money? It's like,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's art, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's more about the creation than
exactly.
what you get after that.
And like I said, as long as you make one person happy, that's all you need to do, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I used to do some commission work.
Yeah, I've seen it before. It's fucking amazing. I want you to do a cover.
Yeah, I'll happily do it, man. You gotta know what it's about.
Yeah, I'll just draw a picture of Little Red or something.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll be happy to do that. You give me a setup and I'll do a
cover for you.
Yeah, and I'll show it off on Twitter. And
You wanted to do that autism book as well.
Yeah, I still want to get that work done, but I'm really
That's
fussed.
a really good idea, though. That's really good.
I'm going to be giving all that money to the school. I'm giving like 10% of these books to the school
It's
too.
a really good idea to help little autistic children.
Well, it's not for that really. It's more for the adults, but
that's
they can tell it to little kids, and little kids can relate. You know,
something for that.
But it teaches the adults how to cope.
All I remember is it's an autism turtle.
Yeah, autism turtle.
Just the concept of drawing an autism turtle has got me going a little bit. I like the idea of that. The spectrum turtle.
No, see, Connor's good. I like
some fucking random turtle going. Wee!
No, that's what I'm talking about. Because turtles don't have hair. Red turtles don't have hair, so we wouldn't have bright colour hair, will they? Teenage Mutant Autistic Turtles.
They should be really good with COVID. Autistic people.
Oh, Claire had to stop me.
This just means fuck off, people.
Yeah.
Even better, right?
Claire had to stop me belting someone in Bath again. Well, basically, Tyler walked into this guy and said hello. And he went, social distancing. And Claire went, it's just a little kid. He's a child. He goes, well, that's your excuse. And Claire went, you prick. And I went, wait, what happened? And he goes, oh, he just said something about Tyler. And, oh, wait, hold on a minute. I'll be right back. She goes, and she literally went, put her hand on my chest and said, shit, he's not worth it.
Look.
Oh, Chris. Let's bring him in. He's a good guy. I like this guy.
What's that?
He's a friend. Hey, Chris. Here with my friend, Painted Unicorn.
Hello.
How are you, man?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
He should be.
Right now I'm getting.
Hey, man, how are
I
you?
can stay for a few minutes. Right now I'm doing pretty well. Right now I'm getting ready to go out, but I can stay for a few minutes. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're just talking about which. Sorry, this is a bit more. His name's Chris. He does. He does. He's got a channel called Read Comics That Are Bad for You.
All right.
And he's doing his own comic. If you want, if it's all right with Georgia, and it's all right. Do you want us to jump on your stream later, Ben?
I'm gonna
maybe.
I might jump on.
I have one at 5:30.
Pardon?
I have one at 5:30. I said I have one at 5:30. I can send you the link.
Yeah, that's about an hour away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're probably in bed.
Yeah, I'm probably going to bed at that point.
So I might jump on, man. Yeah, right. We're just talking about. So this is a bit more of an adult content than yours. We're just talking about which Primark's the biggest cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Richard, who do you think is the worst Primark?
Who do I think there was the worst Primark? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Agron is considered one of the worst because he doesn't have much to him anymore. He was better before he became a demon. But let's see. Logar is considered just the weakest, even though he's now one of the he's one of the chosen of chaos. Let's see. One of the worst. Well, Horus, who was basically just sacrificed just to chaos, just so that
he did everything right.
Before he became. Yeah. Well, before Horus went through that gate and then came out and stuff, he was his own person. But now he's just chaos personified. There's nothing left of him really. Who's the worst though? Yeah. I'd say Horus because he's more or less just a tool now. Before he dies, and then he dies, and then he's just a.
It's hard to. What I found with Horus is it's difficult to sort of. Like with most of them, there's sort of like a general theme, and I don't really understand the theme to the Lunar Werewolves.
I can tell you actually. I wrote this one out. Where did I put this photos? Keep on box, man.
Yeah.
I wrote this out. He was where you see Gulliman was
taken to apologise.
Yeah, but you see Gulliman built empires. Horus was to keep the empire. Right. You know, so like. Gulliman would go around and build the empire. Yeah. Horus people were that would keep the empire through negotiation.
Warmaster.
Yeah, sort of thing. Like he would rule who needed to be ruled. But yeah, but mind you, turning this back when he emperor like he did over again a first captain.
What do we think of the Raven Guard? bloke. What about him?
What? Little copy with twat.
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh shit! Corvus Corax.
Corvus.
Oh my god, that's even a worse name because that's literally Raven in Latin.
It's bird.
It's Raven in Latin.
Yeah.
I don't know because again, I don't like what he did. He kind of went nevermore and buggered off. What the hell was that about?
Raven.
Tough for Raven.
Quoth is quote the Raven. Isn't it?
Quoth
But
for
it was
Raven.
written as quoth back then.
Was he
Quoth
taking
the
Raven
Raven.
blood or some shit at the time?
Nevermore.
That's like it's such.
Bart Simpson.
I mean, do you think about it? That's such a dick move. Hey, brother. Hey, children. I'm gonna like sit in my tower for a bit. Like 50 years later, nevermore. Bye.
Does that actually happen? Is that in the? I'm making a joke.
No.
That's in the.
That's literally what he does.
Wow.
That's like, and he went,
Big Poe fans.
I'll tell you who isn't. I'll tell you who isn't. I'll tell you who's
I
too.
like the Pit and the Pendulum.
That's dark. I love that. Do you know what though? Do you know who's like also? I'll tell you who's a good primer. Bloody. And I don't like him. I really can't stand him. Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Yes.
Oh yeah, from Salamanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
He's too nice.
I thought you were going to say Fulgrim.
Oh, I like Vulcan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've spilt your drink.
You spilled my water again.
Yeah. It's not even your drink, is it? It's your paint water.
Yeah. Now it just looks like blood's everywhere.
It does.
Like when I come home on Friday night.
It's because of your corny legion over there.
What do you think of Vulcan, Chris?
Well, I think of Vulcan. I thought he's a pretty good character and stuff, but too nice. It's the way they present him now and stuff like that. He might be considered too nice, but and stuff like that. They have tried to make him a bit meaner at times, but also maybe it could be the fact that he looks more, especially when they had him in the War of the Beast, where he basically took that big Prima orc out, basically trying to make him look like a superhero.
Yeah. I know. Do you know what? The other thing I don't know about Vulcan is that, except in War of the Beast, which is a great series of books, Vulcan is dead. No, Vulcan lives. Yay! A problem.
I like Jagati Khan or whatever his name
Oh
is.
yeah.
He's
was
got
he?
nice hair.
Yeah. What was he doing during the siege of
Yeah,
Terra?
he's got lovely hair.
He could stand. He still during the siege of Terra. He was going to 100 per hour, standing on the top of a rhino. It's the start. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, Jagati. I like Jagati as well, except the intention of sticking knives into his children.
Yeah, well, you know, still, I mean, it's based on the Mongols and all that. I dig it. I like the White Scars.
See, remember yesterday, Chris, we were talking about Russ and how basically his whole character is Viking.
Yeah.
Well, at least with Jagati Khan, they actually went into some of the research of the Mongols.
Yeah.
And actually made him, a better fleshed out character.
Mm-hmm.
But with Russ, it's Viking.
Wolf.
There's no character to him.
Arf. Fucking furries.
The fact is, they always say that what.
Say again?
The fact with Russ is they always say there's more to him, but they always present him as the Viking. They always say there's more to him.
Yeah.
And the Space Wolves are more Vikings. They're soldiers, but they're always presented as Vikings. They don't really show them as being soldiers. They just say them being soldiers.
They're dog soldiers.
They show them being Vikings.
Fucking good film.
Oh, this is another thing. Do you know why Jagati Khan didn't turn?
No.
You're like this?
Yeah.
Because you're a bastard.
Mm.
Because Horus
I would see him turn into Slaanesh if he was going to turn.
Because Horus assumed he would.
Horus just assumed that you'd join him.
Yeah.
He went, nah, fuck you, cunt.
Yeah, that was pretty much.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
You're because he was really good friends with Horus, and I was like, oh, he'll be on my side. And she goes, how dare you assume anything of me, you prick?
That's fair. I understand that level of contempt. No, I quite like him. He's quite good. I like
this is why can't they do like that? I mean, Mongolian history is not even as well known as Viking history.
No, for sure.
So why can't they do more with us?
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking through the codex, and it's all like they won this because they're space marines. The entire codex is basically they're space marines, but
Yeah.
wolves.
Yeah.
But if you read the Blood Angel one, they talk about how the floor affects them. You read
Yeah.
the Dark Angel one, you learn more about how the secret.
Well, with space, there is like the 13th Company and things like that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
there's
about.
Some interesting shit.
That's what I mean, but they never flesh it out.
Mm.
I mean, the best fleshing out is the most fleshed out.
Stop. Sorry.
That's right. The most fleshed out they ever done is
Yes.
that what was his name? Lucas the Trickster. Basically,
yeah.
you know how he gets recruited into a company.
Mm.
Dude, the last one has to fight to get rid of him. Whoever loses gets him.
Well, he's a lone wolf, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could make your own version of him. Like you can, like back in the old codex, anyway. There was lone wolves, which you could do anything with. Really, give them any weapon. You know, really interesting little characters.
And
you could make it. That was a cool part of the hobby for sure.
I want to see
for Space Wolves. You could make your own lone wolf, and you could have your own story for them. That kind of thing.
really want to see more done with Space Wolves, but
yeah, why?
Well,
I would love them to do more with
it right now, guys. I can only stay for a few minutes. I'll see you all in an hour.
If you need to go, I'm not promising I'll be on late. I might go to bed late.
All right.
He's on the other side.
See you later then. If we can't make it.
Nice to meet you, fella.
Yeah, nice talking with you.
You two did. He's so good one. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah.
Space Wolves. We need to flesh him out more. That's the problem. Oh, there you go. We need to flesh him out more. Because every time I ever read it, so basically just they read like Ultramarines. I mean, if you read anything, like if you read anything about Dark Angels or even the Crimson Fist, yeah, he has a more child-friendly channel.
Yeah. No, I was just looking at your Master of Executions. Like, he's like so done with Slanesh that he's like actually protecting the Sister of Battle there.
Yeah.
It's like, keep your fucking weird space elf dicks away from her.
Yeah, keep your.
She is too young for your bullshit. She is too pure for this world.
Who do you think you are, Joe Biden?
You get you creepy fucking dark elder rapists away from my pure and lovely Sister of Battle.
I only want to sniff her hair.
Oh no! Can't be having that. Oh, who's watching now?
That's your missus still.
Just your missus.
I might. I'm actually thinking of change. I'm thinking of ending it now anyway.
Yeah. I think
We've been 2 hours. Anyway.
It's great. I've got to get home now.
Yeah.
Right. Goodbye.
Right, we're
boys
going.
And girls and fairy tale creatures.
Right, you take care. We'll speak and we'll see you again soon.